I want to bring in now the mayor of Monterey Park, Henry Low. Mr. Mayor, thank you very much for being with us this afternoon. I know it's another difficult one for you.
Thank you for having us here, and thank you for your sympathies.
Of course. How are you doing? Let me just start there. It's been about 48 hours now. A lot of people around the country are thinking about you and about your neighbors.
Oh, thank you so very much. It's been probably just a tragic time for our community, and I think many of us are still in disbelief that this happened, especially during the weekend of Lunar New Year, in which the city held its Lunar New Year festival near the site of the shooting. And this was after a 3-year hiatus in which we were unable to hold this festival because of COVID. And so, but during the Lunar New Year festival, one is hopeful for the future, and certainly to see, this happen has just been very disheartening,
to say the least. I know that there has been some discussion, and I know that you are aware of this too, that because one of the key questions for law enforcement here has been motive as to why this shooting happened. There's been some discussion that perhaps this attack may have been linked to some kind of a domestic dispute between this alleged shooter and his ex-wife. What else do you know about that? What else can you tell us on that front?
Right now, we are still trying to determine the motive. I know that's part of the ongoing investigation, and that's what we understand at the moment.
There is also, I think, discussion around the fact that this could have been as horrific as it was, perhaps even worse, were it not for the actions of a heroic member of your community who basically wrestled the gun away from this alleged shooter at a second location on that Saturday night. Brendan Say, have you had a chance to speak with him?
I have not had an opportunity to speak to him, but so I can say that, yes, this individual, actually two individuals, are heroes and probably prevented what could have been an even bloodier event. And I also want to take this time to thank our own police officers who responded within 3 minutes of the first 911 calls, as well as our fire and paramedics who rushed to provide aid to those victims.
And in a devastating turn here, as we were coming on the air today for this broadcast, we found out that yet another person has died now at the hospital where they had been being treated for their injuries. What should we know? I know not all the victims have been identified here, Mr. Mayor, but what do you want people around the country to know about the lives lost here and the individuals who were taken from their families?
Yeah, I mean, it is sad. It is sad, and just a devastating news that another person has passed away. And I think, what I want to tell the nation is that, remember, these individuals were a member of someone's family. They were a father, possibly a grandparent, a sibling, and what's probably devastating to me when I think about it, and I get emotional, is that Lunar New Year is a time which people come home to see their families. I myself, although I had to apologize to my mom that I couldn't be home until much later because of the crisis. But when I did come home eventually, maybe around 10:30, and sat down for the first meal of the year. And as I sat down, I did get emotional because I realized for those victims who unfortunately have died, they have been ripped apart from their families. Their families will never be whole, and essentially they will be unable to enjoy something as simple and joyous as having dinner time with loved ones.
Yeah. Monterey Park Mayor Henry Low. Mr. Mayor, thank you so much for being with us, especially at such a difficult time for you and for Monterey Park. So many people in this country are thinking about you and the community. We appreciate your time.